When the fuck did one of us say that? Hi, everybody.
Which one?
When the fuck did one of us say it's kind of hard to have a pride parade when your entire society is based on the patriarchy? And also,
Evidently on
how is
September
that
29th.
how is that only quote 475?
Look, we do these really fast. We only turned this thing on in like March.
Yeah, and we're already at 600.
Like we had finished Kingdom Hearts 1 when we turned this thing on.
Jesus Christ. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. It's an indie Metroidvania, I think out of Japan?
That says Unreal Engine copyright 1998 to 2021. Is this on Unreal Engine 1?
No, I just think the name Unreal Engine in general is trademarked.
It's
Just in
600.
general.
Yeah, we're not even close to a year.
Yeah, it's weird. So this is a Metroidvania. Again, I think it's coming out of Japan, which is weird. We don't get a lot of indie games from Japan nowadays. It's still a relatively small scene out there, as far as I'm aware. Basically, how's the stream going to work? I am sort of using this to test out an idea that I had for a streaming block, where I'm like, "Hey Matt, you want to play an indie game?" And he goes, "Not really." And I go, "Too bad." And we do one session of an indie game. The general idea for this block at first was like, I want it to be bi-weekly because weekly is too much. We have too many weeklies already. But
Bi-weekly might also be too much.
It honestly might be, to be perfectly honest.
That's why Mario Party is monthly. Speaking of, tomorrow, Mario
Yay.
Party monthly.
I still gotta buy it. So my idea was that I'd grab an indie game and I'd have Matt try one session of it. We're gonna do this every week in December, except for one of the weeks when, or at least one of the weeks, maybe more, when Matt actually has a game to make me play. But for now, we're starting with this Ender Lilies.
Well, we might not be able to, if we're shooting to do it the Thursdays, we might not be able to do it next week because that's during the Game Awards.
It may not be Thursday. We might need to pick a different day for that.
Do we want to like stream the Game Awards?
Not especially.
Because it is a Thursday.
Yeah, but it is also a DMCA nightmare, I'm sure.
No, they know that people are streaming it, so
that's never stopped them.
they literally said last year we've cleared everything.
All right. But yeah. My original plan was for it to be on Sundays because I figured we'd be done with Metroid by now, and then some things happened and we didn't finish Metroid.
I mean, we weren't going to finish it last week anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. This was the plan made when we thought I was going to finish Metroid in 3 weeks.
At last we meet. I can hardly believe it, and yet here you are, alive and well. Can you hear my voice?
What was in that Ender Lily?
You seem to be awake, and none the worse for wear. Is she the Ender Lily? Oh, that's just a Dark Soul.
Yeah, that's just a Dark Soul.
You? You can thank the priestess for my incorporeal form. Do you remember what fate befell this land? So you've lost your memories as well. Let us be rid of this place for now. It may be best for you to see the state of things outside for yourself.
So this is a game about being a little girl who happens to have a stand.
That is, in fact, a stand.
It's just straight up a stand.
A little bit.
So she doesn't talk ever.
Okay.
he'll talk sometimes, but there are also bosses and mini bosses that will talk sometimes. It's weird. So as you've seen, you've got that dive. That dive. Well, no, I'll let the game.
Well, the
explain.
game
I'm
called it
pretty
a
sure.
dodge. This, hold on. Okay, we need to time this. We need to know. Yeah, I'll get out my stopwatch.
What?
We need to time this.
What are you doing?
We're learning the speedrun strats. Hold on. Getting on my stopwatch. Let's see, clock app. All right.
Why don't you just open up Pokemon and open your Poketch?
Because I didn't buy Pokemon.
Hey, have I ever mentioned that the word Poketch is the stupidest word? You found a secret?
Well, I guess I'll just need to remember that this is where I stopped the clock at 5:44. So 5:44 seconds. Now. Oh, yeah, that's faster. That's faster. Guess we know what we're doing. All right, statue inscription. Stone statues in the likeness of the white priestesses. The inscription below the intact statue reads Priestess of the Dawn. That is Fire Emblem. That is from Fire Emblem. If you Google
so
Priestess
far we
of
have,
Dawn, you will get a specific Fire Emblem character.
So far we have Dark Souls, Hollow Knight, and Fire Emblem. Let's see what else we pick up.
Like that's not even sounds like that's literally the title of a character from Fire Emblem. While the ruined statue seems to have been the Priestess of the Wind.
So you can't do anything with that door right now.
Okay.
And will not be able to do anything with that door by the end of this stream.
Will you stop being friends with me if I keep baseball sliding through the game?
Probably not. You also might not want to do that though.
Why?
Because there's a lot of, it's got a lot of lag, and those iframes don't last very long.
Yeah, but if there's not an enemy on screen.
Yeah, but there will be soon.
Yeah, and I'm still doing it.
But yeah, those things don't attack.
Speedruns for this game must be great.
I don't think I've seen a speedrun for this game. I should look into that. This game came out this year, so it doesn't have a huge...
I do like having baseball slide as a mechanic. Okay, yeah, D-pad works.
So it is like a dodge in any other game. You have some iframes. You can dodge through enemies like that. I think it really does a great idea of being like, oh, like the girl is not the one that is attacking, and she's actually quite vulnerable.
So there's like no variation on like the tilt of or angle of the attack.
Getting real Spider-Man 2 vibes from this. I don't understand what that means.
Just rolling everywhere.
Oh, maybe.
When are we gonna play that? Elaine's letter, dear Siegfried, or Sigrid. I'm sorry. My brain just auto-corrected that. I want you to deliver the amulet onto that white priestess. It's a necklace I bestow upon all priestesses, but I've imbued it with a blessing. I'm certain the ward will protect her from the threat of the blighted. That's... We got a lot of proper nouns from other games. And I'm... Oh, because the world is bleak, just like Spider-Man 2? That's also correct. Wards can be broken and restored, but that is something only a priestess can manage. I count on you to see this through. Yours, Elaine.
So...
Okay, so it's Estus flasks, I'm guessing.
Yes, that's your heal. And I believe they go away until you either die or you find this game's equivalent to a bonfire.
Yeah, so Estus flasks.
It's literally just Estus flasks, yes.
That's
it's okay. Estus flasks, but they work more like recharges in Hollow Knight.
The basic attack has less ending lag if I slide out of it.
Hey, you got more. You got 5 more HP. Everything's coming up.
I'll break the door.
Yeah. Doors aren't real in this universe. Usually you can just break them down, just like real life.
That's accurate.
I mean, have you ever opened a door? I've never opened a door.
On the Blighted. 1. As the mind, body, and soul of those affected with the blight is consumed, rot spreads throughout. This rot possesses superb regenerative properties, granting undying flesh. The link between mind and body is cut in time, and the host is driven purely by the wrath of the blight. Respite's acid. Okay, so it's benches.
Yeah, benches are the bonfires.
Just like Hollow Knight.
Also, they're the only place you can save.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
Unlike Hollow Knight, though, all of the benches from pretty I think bench number 2 is their fast travel points from minute 1.
Okay.
Which is good. Not that there's anything wrong with how Hollow Knight does it, where it's like stag stations. I think that's fine too. But
is there any incentive for me to be killing these random enemies?
Experience.
Oh, good. My favorite thing in a Metroidvania.
Yeah, you're leveling up.
That is legitimately something I didn't care for in Symphony of the Night.
It's not as aggressive as Symphony of the Night, because you still, all it really does is upgrade the damage you do. I don't think it gives you more defense or anything. I think it's legitimately just how hard you hit, but then also the abilities are leveled up separately in this game as well.
Okay, because I kind of hated the way that Symphony of the Night did it, because I know, like, in interviews and stuff, they said, like, the logic was like, oh, if you're having trouble on this on like a boss, then you can just go grind and level up to beat it easier. And the actual result is that you can't beat a boss until you've leveled up enough. Like, skill alone can no longer get you through.
I don't think this game has that problem, personally. At least I never had that issue with it.
I wanted to baseball dive up the ledge.
Well, then you should have not missed the ledge.
This looks like a thing.
I mean, it always could be a thing, and you just don't have the ability that can open it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because as one might expect from this entire genre, you will be getting other abilities. Hi, sir.
Oh, that was extremely rude of you.
Also, you'll notice that praying is not a full heal.
Yeah.
He only heals up to a certain point.
Can't tell if that's a bottomless pit or not.
There honestly aren't a lot of bottomless pits in this game. In fact, I can't actually think of a place where there is one. I'm probably wrong about that. Don't take that as gospel. But I don't think this game does bottomless pits. You're handling these worm things better than I did, which is kind of pathetic on my part.
I mean, they heavily telegraph their attacks.
For some reason, I just like...
Hold on, there's something else this way.
I don't know why, but my brain just like refused to get used to their... Especially when there's multiple at once.
They don't move much, and their attacks are heavily telegraphed.
I didn't know one of these showed up so fucking early. Interesting.
Amulet fragment. Max HP
more
plus 5.
HP. Those things are the only way to get more HP, and I believe there's also one that can give you more. Make it so that your prayer gives you more health back. I don't know. I don't remember.
I wonder if jumping and then sliding is even faster. It feels like it is.
Man, she must have fucking ribs of steel. Can you imagine?
Just like real quick, look up a speedrun and tell me how their basic movement works. Parish Way 1. Carriers of the rot appeared from the land of snow, bringing calamity to Land's End. Said to the ancients' revenge, the rot drove people to madness and transformed them into monstrosities. Carriers of the rot came to be known as the Blight.
Jesus Christ.
What?
There's a... Hold on, I gotta go. I want to see what the... Speedrun.net. I want to see what the That's not where it is. What is the site where you can look up the speedrun stuff?
Is it not speedruns.com or speedruns.net? I'm pretty sure it's one of those.
It's not speedrun.net. And it's not speedruns.net.
Maybe .com? .org? I don't know. It's speedrun or speedruns.
It's speedrun.com. All right.
The air is thick with the rot of the blight. Take heed. To
protect her. I must destroy. Welcome to your first boss.
Oh, Sigrid. One of the things was written to this person.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hit from behind. I see. Cool. I dove right into that.
The world record for 100% completion in this game is 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Yeah, Metroidvanias be like that.
Yeah.
A little easier than Scorpius from... Oh, there we go. Now we're...
Yeah, no, it's not over. Now it continues. This is just Vicar Amelia from Bloodborne, by the way, but a little less wolf.
I have not played Bloodborne.
Anybody that has played Bloodborne can back me up on this.
I actually haven't played any of the Soulsborne series.
They're fine. I've never beaten one. I'm bad at video games, so...
I've been meaning to... I mean, I bought Demon's Souls on PS5 for the full $70, so I really should, play it.
Once more, you did better than I did. I think it took me 2 tries to beat her.
Boy, I took more damage on Phase 1.
I was supposed to protect you. I adored the priestess of the fount. She was our only hope against the immortal blighted. With unflinching resolve and a smile on her face, she epitomized radiant tenderness. My sister's letter informed me that the priestess was in poor health. It seemed the burden of her purification rituals was taking its toll. I couldn't rejoice at the peace she brought at the cost of her own well-being. Moreover, I couldn't forgive myself for not being able to protect her as a guardian. No, it was my own sister who was chosen for that role. In my darkest hour, I found solace in Lily, who was much like the priestess herself. Even if I couldn't serve her as a guardian, the least I could do was protect her. But then the rain began to fall.
Rain's capitalized, okay.
Cries of pain rang out in the distance. The chief guardian called it the rain of death. I gave Lily sanctuary and took my weapon in hand. The rain never let up.
There's a writing trope that I don't care for. In that, you have a ton of single regular ass words that are capitalized. And you've named everything in your story that way. Blight, rain, rot. It's a little too much. Swings an iron ball to attack surrounding enemies. Okay, so spin attack, basically.
So not really. So every single mini boss and boss gives you a combat ability, and the big bosses give you, which this is not one, surprisingly, give you the traversal
That wasn't
abilities.
very surprising. Some skills have a cooldown, a limited number of use, but can be used in conjunction with other skills. Secret guarded the sept to protect the white priestess Lily. Never-ending bloodshed caused her to be consumed by madness. Already got double jump.
Oh no, it does. It is a... Okay, I forgot that's how you get double jump. Interesting. I forgot about that.
This soul has been purified, no longer imprisoned by blight. Within that memory just now, the woman called you Lily. Surely that is your name. If you retrace the memories of the blighted in life, you may just remember something yourself. It may prove difficult, but can you carry on?
All right.
Well, there's a spot where it wanted me to double jump over here. So how do they move in speedruns, Joe?
Oh, I didn't actually click on the video. I wanted to see what the 100% record was. They are not diving.
Really?
Let's go to the one
timing
that's
off.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I've clicked on like 6 fucking timestamps and they've all been them sitting on a bench. Yeah, no, they're not diving.
Interesting. Not even after getting the double jump?
Nope.
They're just running?
They're just running.
Did they not time it? Do they not know?
You got some soiled prayer beads. So did you test out doing the ability, the combat ability you just got?
Yeah.
So it's literally just, now you have 2 stands.
Mm-hmm. And one of them has ammo.
One of them has ammo, yes.
Speaking of stands, did you watch JoJo yet?
Not yet, because I haven't logged into Netflix in months.
I haven't either. Are you alright? Don't push yourself. Take a rest. I just saved back there. Relics.
So they're accessories.
Okay.
And there are a bunch of them. Also, I really like when you sit on a bench, all of the spirits you currently have equipped come out and just sort of stand next to the bench. I like that a lot.
Chaos had taken the villagers even long before even my arrival. But did the rain end them, or the blighted? My bond with the priestesses is a perennial one. I may not be able to lead the charge in this form, but my blade is yours. Don't look so surprised. You think me the sort of wretch to leave a child out in this horrid rain?
I don't know, man. I just met you.
Let us trudge on. I feel like the dialogue so far doesn't have enough substance to take up so much time. Have you met before? It seems their cognizance faded before succumbing to madness. They don't appear to be a threat. Best to keep your distance. Groa's letter. Dear Bale, thank you for your continued service in ferrying the White Priestess and her guardians. My son hopes to one day be as fine a coachman as you, to ride as gallantly on as fine a horse. Please do call on us when you visit the parish. Blessed be the tranquil white light, Groa, chief guardian. What you laughing
All
at?
right.
I wanted to hit him in there. It would have been really cool.
Yeah, but you can't interrupt that dive move.
I can by killing him.
Well, yeah, that interrupts most attacks. Turns out you can't attack very well when you're dead. This is an immutable...
Hey, in Halo, there's a medal for doing exactly that.
Like, with a grenade?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured it was.
This ground is Z fighting.
No, it's not. That's the rain.
No, it isn't. It's only when I move. Right here where I'm standing.
Oh, yeah, it is. Huh. That's weird. What is Matt's stand? It's the sword man. His name is Dark Souls. John Dark Souls.
Lily may find flowers blooming with mystical power that will help her on her journey. When destroyed, red flowers. Blight wreath of red flowers will restore spirit uses. White flowers, blessings of magic infused white flowers will restore prayer uses.
So basically, red gives back ammo. White gives you another prayer.
That's unfortunate. I'm never gonna use any ammo because it's always because I never know where the next bench is. So I'm never gonna be sure if I'm gonna need it.
I mean, for the most part, at least in my experience, a lot of that is a lot better left to either killing big enemies you're having a problem with or saving them to use on a boss. Especially like stuff like Sigrid, because Sigrid, you can drop her and then just keep going and doing whatever you want. She's invincible.
Mm-hmm.
They can't interrupt her attack. Ugh. So I 100% completed this game, which is weird. I don't usually do that for Metroidvanias.
I feel like I should check out what's down there. I guess I could just have the camera. Oh, well, I gotta go down there anyway. Okay.
And it also, the map will tell you if there's an exit from that room on a certain spot, even if you cannot access it yet. It won't tell you exactly where it is, it'll just tell you that it's there.
Since I get experience points, I guess I should murder everything.
Yeah. Murdering everything.
I guess this will be an ability.
Yep. Look at all these stupid nerds hanging out in the pit of pain.
Yeah, like me.
Exactly.
Under the blade. Just...
But then what's Sigrid's name?
That's true. This is Sigrid. Oh, hi. Sorry, you're being very rude.
Sir.
I was safe. I did a slide and everything.
Sir, I'm going to need you to calm down.
Pain. It's unbearable. Cliffside Hamlet Youth. Performs an arc leap and lands with enough force to scatter and damage surrounding enemies. Separated from his mother in the midst of a terrible storm, the boy set off for the White Parish in search of help. He never arrived.
You remember Cliffside Parish Youth?
Okay, so I can only set them on a bench.
Yes.
That's lame. I just got him. I want to use him.
Well, then you gotta get to a bench. Benches are honestly pretty generously distributed, I'm not gonna lie. There's like 2 or 3 per area, if I remember correctly. And there is always one between areas.
Okay, L is not a swim button. Now we know.
It is not.
Hold. Something approaches.
Hey guys, I thought I could use some help. I'm a horse. This is what horses sound like.
Or rather, it follows. I sense no clear mind. It seems to be drawn by your amulet. Perhaps they were once in service to a white priestess. Is it their desire to assist us? You priestesses are a rare breed.
Congratulations, you just unlocked fast travel between benches.
Okay. I like the dead coachman.
Yeah, he's having a good day. Making money while he takes a nap. He's so tired.
Whoops.
No, you can't replace Sigrid with the Cliffside Hamlet Youth. There you go. That's his attack. That's what he does.
Okay.
Some of the ones you get are
So he
better
doesn't even
than
pretend
others.
to look like a person.
No.
Okay.
Depending on the person. So every enemy you've been
Please
killing
just
was
be more
once
pissy.
a person.
I mean,
the
that's
blight,
how every
the
video
blight
game
kind of
is.
just fucks everything up in a variety of ways.
Soldiers of the nation rose to face the blighted, but struggled in vain. In the end, the prayers of the woman in white saved the kingdom. Her words, the only thing capable of purifying and stopping the blighted. Revered by the people, this woman came to be known as the White Priestess.
Because we didn't have a lot of. There was no creativity on the naming committee.
Take that, Scarecrow. Hey, you're supposed to be dead. Oops, that's the wrong way.
It's just such a dumb looking attack. I'm just like, I'm gonna get him. All right. Well, I landed straight on my face. I guess I'm done for now.
Come on, little Hamlet boy. You can do
Cliffside
it.
Hamlet Youth, you better start fucking pulling your weight.
He is not.
He did a whole 74 damage. What are you talking about? I don't know what that means in the context of these enemies because you can't see their health bars. But like, oh yes, you can. What am I talking about? They're right above their heads.
So, upstart Hamlet Youth can only damage an enemy when he lands on the ground.
Are we just gonna come up with a new word to start his name every time? I think that's fair.
Is his name not Upstart Hamlet Youth?
It's Cliffside Hamlet Youth, but now it's Upstart Hamlet Youth.
Well, now it's Plucky Hamlet Youth.
Can't wait until he gets his promotion to Executive Hamlet Youth.
Well, he's gonna need to start pulling his weight a little more if he wants that.
His quarterly reviews aren't looking great so far.
Oh yeah, this is the strat. Drown so I don't get poisoned.
I don't think you can drown, which is pretty cool.
That's because I don't think the game expected me to do that. Upgrade points.
Yeah. So there's two types of upgrade material. And different spirits take different ones. Well, there's three types technically, but one of them is super rare and can only be used for Swordy McSlash over here. Which is now his name. Hello, sir. Have you heard the gospel of sword? Why is that my thing nowadays? Saying, have you heard the gospel of weapon I'm going to use to kill you?
I don't know. It's on brand.
Yeah, that's true.
The strat's working.
Pretty much. Also, I assume they did assume you'd do that.
I don't
think you can
know.
reach it from here.
I don't know.
So here's the thing: only certain spirits can be used underwater. God, I like that air attack. That's right, sir. Now you're dead. Oh, a dog. You like dogs? I've seen you like a dog. What have you done? You killed the dog! Now you're gonna get the bad ending.
I don't think that that's going to happen. This isn't
There are
Bioshock.
actually... Oh, God. Man, I love Bioshock. That fucking game's morality system is fucked beyond compare. There are actually multiple endings to this game. There's 3. There's the good ending, the really good ending, and the I don't know what the third ending should be called. Oh yeah, most enemies also die if they enter water immediately.
Yeah, rats can't swim.
And rats are basically smaller dogs, so dogs, by extension, can't swim. I still don't understand the actual origin of rats can't swim, but I love it.
It's just a fact.
Yeah, they can't swim. If they could swim, then why did they need to get on boats to come to America?
Yeah.
They could have just swam here. Hello, sirs. You know, I'm starting to feel like you're not getting the biggest, you're not really getting the best of greetings. And that seems rude.
I mean, it's the only thing this guy knows how to do.
I guess.
My God, he's gonna do it.
He knows how to spit out purple stuff out of his hand? His staff? Don't think about it too hard. Hello.
Killed so many.
Every day I wake up and think this will be the day I won't have to kill men in hats. And every day I'm wrong. In my defense, they never stopped wearing hats. Bench.
Fast travel is now accessible.
Didn't it already tell you that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any relics yet. So Ancient
Because
Souls, there
ones-
are, I believe, 3 Ancient Souls in the entire game, and they're only for the sword guy.
Okay. Well, I'm not giving anything to Hamlet Youth.
That's probably a good idea. Cyclical Hamlet Youth doesn't get any of that.
Coven Handbook. The Coven is a place for sorcerers who seek deeper knowledge of magic in the Abyss. We help the jointly established White Parish and aid in blighted eradication when needed. You must meet the approval of multiple sorcerers to join. Researching forbidden arts such as the magic of the ancients, wielding a weapon in the tower, and leaking intel to other nations are prohibited.
Don't be a narc.
One of those things is not like the other.
Don't be a fucking narc. I know you're thinking, you know what they say, snitches get stitches and birds. They also get birds, apparently.
In narc. Why am I getting birds?
You don't know you're not a narc. You don't have memories. You could have been the biggest narc. I mean, you're a priestess. Historically, that does make you the
How could I
biggest
narc if I don't have memories? What would I narc? I don't remember anything.
You could have narked something before you lost your memories.
That's ridiculous, Joe.
You're a member of a parish.
How-
You're a priestess. Scientifically, that means you're the biggest narc.
element. Okay.
Yeah, these are very pretty, pretty backgrounds, but sometimes more HP.
I got an energy tank.
And now the Dark Souls has arrived. Did you just open a shortcut? Yay!
Hooray, we did it.
The true Dark Souls starts here. In this game that's not Dark Souls. We didn't intend to make it look like... So yeah, that's a thing. Sometimes, sometimes water just flows up,
No, I don't, actually.
I don't know what kind of water you've been interacting with then. What was I saying before that?
Something about the Dark Souls.
Oh, I was going to make a joke of we didn't mean for our game to have so many comparisons to Bloodborne.
Oh.
Man, fuck you.
Did you mean we didn't mean for everyone to notice all that many comparisons to Bloodborne?
Seems to be what they should have said. Like, guys, just
we're talking
own
about
up to
lies
it.
of P, by the way.
Yeah, the devs apparently said like, oh, we didn't mean we didn't mean for our game to look like we just played Bloodborne and drew in our notebook. I cannot believe that fucking projectile stopped existing a centimeter from your back. That's bullshit. You go back and you get hit by it.
Look, if you're allowed to just speed run through Metroid Dread bosses,
That's one comparison you're gonna make, not Pac-Man.
I mean, you were cheating for Pac-Man, so.
Not for that specific level, I wasn't.
But there's a fight coming up in Metroid Dread where it's like, if you don't spend an hour struggling and despairing against it, then I'm just gonna quit.
You mean I'll finally be free? I better go practice Metro.
And the final boss itself took me like an actual hour. If it legitimately, if you take less than 20 minutes on it, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Well, luckily, I feel like with confidence. No, Joe, you'll still be held accountable by chat. Will I? I think that was a bench. You might want to go use that bench first.
Why?
So that you'll respawn at this bench when you inevitably die.
What's this inevitably?
Well...
I see. How much does it slightly increase the spirit uses? Not a lot.
Not a ton. I feel like more HP at this point in the game is more...
just don't get hit.
What's the word I'm thinking of? Yeah, I guess don't get hit. Every time you get hit, the game gets harder.
Sorcerer's Notes. I have been studying the texts of the ancients, and it appears that there is a possibility of a connection between the Blight and one particular branch of their magics. If we could decipher more of the old texts found in the Blighted Lands, we could pursue this thread further.
So basically, it's what if Calamity Ganon just, didn't leave nature alone and just fucked everything?
I mean, who's to say that Calamity Ganon did leave nature alone? We're seeing 100 years after he was sealed.
That's true. Well, then I guess, imagine if Calamity Ganon did not get fucking sealed.
Well, can't drown in that water.
The red water hurts. It's pain water is what we call it. That's the branding. We're working on it. We're putting some more, the marketing guys are working on it, okay?
I think this game is definitely reinforcing that I do not like the Vania side of Metroidvania that much. Because it feels more Symphony of the Night. And it's just...
Yeah.
It's got a little clunk to it.
Well, I think the clunk I'd put up to it being an indie developer. But like, because they can't all be Team Cherry. We all know that. Team Cherry, it's a miracle that they're Team Cherry. But it is definitely more on the Vania side than the Metroid side, whereas I'd say Hollow Knight is closer to the Metroid side, if that makes sense.
Hollow Knight's got a little bit of Vania in it, but yeah, it is definitely more Metroid.
Well, Hollow Knight gets rid of the RPG elements, which is the main thing that the Vania side brings to the table.
Well, it's also just kind of the way the character moves. Because in Metroid, there's an emphasis on, like, your movement is speed. You are going very fast in Metroid. Once you understand how Samus works and everything. And I don't feel like I have a ton of movement options here.
You get better movement options sort of later, but yeah, overall she's not super traversal girl.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not sure if I like Metroidvania. I might just like Metroid, because I think it's coolest when upgrades are movement upgrades.
Like I said, this game does have some of those. Like, I believe the boss of this area gives you a pretty good one, though you'll probably be mad at it.
Why?
You'll see if we get there.
Is it a wall jump that can't single wall jump?
It is not. But also, I know there is a wall cling in this game that can single wall jump, so it's got you covered there.
Then maybe this is more Metroid than Vania. In fact, this might be more Metroid than Samus Returns.
You ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see that tonight for sure. That's a real late game.
About how long is this game?
I don't remember. How long does How Long to Beat put it? Dun, dun, dun. How Long to Beat puts main story at about 12 and a half hours.
So about the length of Dread.
Yeah, I'd say probably comparable.
So it would take me around like 7 or 8 hours.
Whatever you say. I mean, you haven't died yet. By this time, I died multiple times. But I'm bad at video games and should not be used as the barometer in any way, shape, or form for any game. Except for
meanwhile, I was like, Kingdom Hearts 2? How about Proud Mode?
I mean, I've beaten Kingdom Hearts 2 on Proud Mode now multiple times, but I sure as hell didn't do it the first time.
That's just the dude from Shape of Water.
Yeah, he's just coming to Shape of Water with you. You remember how that movie went? I have
actually never seen it.
I also haven't. I just know what it's about.
What I know about it is that Death Stranding... not Death Stranding, PT was going to be so good that Guillermo del Toro's backup plan was to go make the best picture of the year. Man. It's this weird... Whenever I think about PT and Silent Hills, I always have this weird thing of like... But what if that game had come out and it was terrible? Which I guess, you could say that about any game, but... Oh, there's 2 worm boys. Did he even do damage? I don't even think I saw a name come up, or a number come up. This is like some fucked up grade.
Is Kraid not a fucked up Kraid?
No, Kraid is a normal Kraid.
I've seen Kraid. Excuse me, folks. Elevator's here. Goodbye.
Yeah, that wasn't turning out to be terribly productive. That looked like a thing.
It was indeed a thing. You got an amulet fragment. More HP.
Cool.
God damn it. Why does Discord do this?
Do what?
It just decides for like 5 minutes that the audio is going to be stuttery. And only the audio.
That's a concept we like to call bitrate.
Yeah, thanks, Discord.
I don't know if you're familiar with the idea of bitrate. Okay, so this is a later.
Look, here's the thing. You can't compare Silent Hills to F-Zero. You know why? Because there were Silent Hill games and they were all terrible.
That's true.
All the F-Zeros are at least good. Meanwhile, 50% of Silent Hill fucking sucks. Including one of the ones that was made by Team Silent.
See, this is how we end up with 600 quotes in under a year. We got like 3 in the last 2 minutes.
Silent Hill 4 is terrible, and that was made by the original team. Silent Hill has
my prayers.
You probably should do that, yes. Like, look, I'm sorry to F-Zero fans, but at least the games you did get were good.
Yeah, you never had the crushing disappointment.
You
like
didn't
her jump animation.
I think she's rather well animated and on it. This game is really pretty. Like, more than anything, at the very least.
I'm not a huge fan of her running animation. I know it's just the child running animation, but that's kind of the problem.
Yeah. You'd run like that too if you had a magical sword man that followed you around. I assume. I don't know. I don't have a lot of like I don't have a case study for that one, but I'm gonna assume.
I mean, we do have a case study. This is a video game.
What?
Our case study is this video game. She has a magic sword man and runs like that.
That's fair.
That felt like a really...
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to get out of there. I didn't expect that to work.
That felt like it wasn't supposed to work. Like
Yeah.
that felt like a sequence break.
I mean, I don't think it was, mainly because if you couldn't do that, you probably would have just died.
I know that's a point of criticism.
I'm saying I think what you... Oh, God. You came close.
Look, I know this car.
What?
Have you ever heard anyone say that?
No.
It's like there are 2 types of drivers. Number 1, you fucking lose your mind as soon as you see the indicator for low gas on your car. And number 2, I know this car.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that. So what do you mean you know this car? You've been playing this game for an hour.
It's an expression.
You've been playing this game for an hour.
We call it a bit, Joe.
You're a bit. A bit much.
Oh, got a little dicey.
Matt found dead in his home.
Are you glad you got that out of your system? You said the cool thing?
No. I will never be glad, nor will I have ever gotten it out of my system.
That's
man.
dumb. I can't dodge when I'm swimming.
Not now, but you will later.
What kind of baseball player can't slide underwater? That was very rude.
One from a world where blitzball doesn't exist. AKA most of them. Hello, madame.
Okay, that was very rude.
You just sort of jumped into that one.
As I often do.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
I'm not good at video games.
Hello, other sir. All right, this is getting a little crowded. I'm going to jump out of the pool. See ya.
I do not enjoy fighting enemies underwater.
I mean, to be fair, at this point of the game, you have zero maneuverability underwater.
Okay, Mr. Cthulhu, you can have your turn too.
They're not Cthulhu. They're evil sea bushes.
That's what Cthulhu is.
No. Cthulhu is an evil sea tree. Shrubs and trees are not the same. Fuck you, French. Oh my god.
That was
No,
really
you
dry.
can't. You can't hit them from the other side of a door. Well, I mean, maybe speedrunners can. I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't understand what you're doing.
It was slightly faster.
Oh, fair. Excuse me, ma'am.
That was extremely rude. Why could you do that? I can't even see you.
She has homing projectiles. Just because you can't see her doesn't mean she can't see you.
That's literally how sight works.
Genuinely kind of surprised it survived that.
Yeah, that's illegal.
It's another respite. Respite. However the fuck you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm not English.
It does tend to be respite. The Parish Way 3, witnesses of the priestess's miracles, knew they had found their savior. They spread word of her blessing, and slowly the White Parish took form. The White Parish worship no god. Rather, they follow the guidance of the White Priestess, living so as to not fall prey to the blight. Theirs is a peaceful existence, with days spent praying for tranquility over those who have been purified.
Hey, they just announced the date when Paper Mario 64 is coming to NSO. It's on the 10th.
The 10th? That's close.
It is. That's next week. A week from tomorrow, in fact.
When are we gonna, like, play NSO?
It's a good question. Whee! Down we go. Hope it doesn't get too messed up. I mean... Hello?
Hello, sir. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Lightning McQueen, star of such feature films as Cars, Cars 2, Cars 3, including video games such as Cars 3, the video game?
See in Kingdom Hearts?
Because she looks like Gerda.
Oh my god, she kind of does. Oh no. Hey, look, we've heard this name before too.
I feel like we've heard most names before. That's
Yeah,
how
but
names work.
we've specifically seen this name mentioned in one of the letters. Hello, madame.
I'm not used to, like, actually having iframes. I keep thinking that, like, I'm just gonna dodge into a projectile. That was supposed to be an aerial one, but I messed it up.
I saw a red Corvette the other day with a license plate that said Kachow. That's unfortunate. I don't know why I say that. I think Cars 1 is a fine movie. I've never seen 2 or 3. Don't really plan to. But also that movie gets a lot easier to like. That movie gets a lot easier to swallow when you realize that, oh no, this was legitimately like Disney told them, please make a movie that we can make more toys out of, because Toy Story isn't selling as well anymore. And then they made Cars. Wow.
This fight's hard.
Excuse me, ma'am. Whoop. But yeah, all the boss fights in this game, they don't feel like they have the problem that Symphony does, where like you can beat this boss regardless of what level you're at. It's probably going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, it feels like it's taken a while here.
Well, to be fair, this is the first major area boss you've fought outside of the first boss of the game. And also, I don't think this boss is like the first one, where like once you finish it, she starts a second phase. I believe all of her phases are in this health bar. Excuse you. Excuse you, ma'am. The dive is just so stupid looking. I love it. The first death. And it only took until the first actually pretty challenging boss.
Yeah, that's how video games work.
Yeah, not for me. I died several times before that. And then I died several times to that boss. She's difficult.
Why not gonna use these?
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, HP is more valuable than having more ammo.
I forget where that was. That was down?
Yep. To the elevator. Down we go.
I do also think this fight's a little dull.
I think it's fine. Again, that's mostly how a lot of these. Also, I don't think this is the boss they expected you to get to first, though it is like an option.
Really?
Yeah, there's a second entire area you could have gone. Both are open from the start. So I don't know if this boss is definitely was at least one of my first big skill walls, basically. Madame, I need you to stay in one fucking spot, please. so that sword can do job. But yeah, when I fought her, I had more combat options, I guess.
See, it feels like I should be halfway through the fight, but, like, there's a lot of health bar left.
You are now in her second phase. When she did that shockwave thing, that was to signal her entrance into phase 2.
Yeah, but there's a lot of health left.
I mean, to be fair, that's also just Dark Souls.
I mean, I've never played a Dark Souls game, so I don't know how long those fights tend to take.
They're basically the same thing where you can level up how hard you hit, and therefore those can shorten the boss fights. But for the most part, like the first time you see a Dark Souls boss, it's probably going to be around more complicated than this, obviously, because Dark Souls has a budget. And all the budget on this game seems to have been spent on the art, for sure. Hello, ma'am. I saw the map. Do you know where we are? Well, lucky for you, that's what the map told me.
Love when the boss just decides I don't get to participate for a little bit.
Yeah. All right, now the real boss fight starts.
Oh dear.
Well, goodbye, Lily. To hell with you, Lily.
Well, we are getting farther.
I mean, you almost had her. That was her final phase, if you couldn't tell. She's a wizard lady, and she's going to do her wizard stuff. We can't blame her for this. I mean, we can, because her wizard stuff has really, really done a poor thing to you. Hasn't exactly treated you the best she could have. Excuse me, madame. I need you to kindly fuck off. Alright, we're in phase 2. Still haven't used any prayers.
I should probably use one now.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Generally, I think that's what that spinning vortex of bullshit is supposed to be for.
Cool.
Oh.
Cool.
What did you think was gonna happen? I assume you did that on purpose.
Not really.
Let me assume you did that on purpose for your sake. Ah.
You spend a lot of time not being hittable.
Only at the beginning. Because they don't want you to get a sucker hit on it.
Metroid totally lets you do that.
Yeah, well, Metroid is... Shut up. Metroid's the better Metroidvania to come out this year. What do you want me to say? Turns out Nintendo money.
What the fuck? What was that?
You got a stagger on her for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure how or why. Ma'am, please make the wall of spinning death go away so I can hurt you. I wish to inflict pain, and you will not stop me. Okay, maybe you'll stop me a little bit. But not forever. The people's voices will not be silenced. Good. All right, here we go. Wow. That was a lot.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Damn.
You can just fucking teleport and then frame one. Okay.
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 Oh, you got it. You got her on the ground. You want to try the other? You want to try the other area?
Fucking we're getting close.
Okay.
Fucking frame one after a teleport. Cool. That's nice. That's really cool. I like that.
Don't get hit. Don't get hit. I'd make a get good joke, but even I am not. I hate those jokes enough that I don't want to make them myself.
I mean, attacking frame one after a teleport is also kind of bullshit.
Yeah, a little bit. I believe in you deep in my heart. I need you to know that. I believe in you and your sword dad. Your ghost sword stand dad. He's a very multifaceted individual.
No.
You can. I think you just need to make sure that you clear it. Because like I said, you have invincibility, but only for a few frames. Like, the bosses of this game definitely aren't as well put together as, like, Metroid Dread or Hollow Knight in any way, shape, or form. I think they're still serviceable, at least. Yeah, those two are on you. I'm sorry. Now for the ones that probably won't be on you. I like this game's soundtrack a lot, though. Completely forgot she does that weird, like, Toho bullet hell thing. Ma'am, are you aware that your dress hurts? Because it does.
One of these days, I'll make that jump. That's the real thing I want to do.
One of these days, Catherine, you'll see. You'll all see. I'll make that jump. I'm gonna get that Best Buy rewards card.
What is that from?
It's from a John Mulaney bit. Where he's talking about how he's super polite, and his wife at the time was very like, I don't owe you shit, and I don't care if some people don't like me. And he was, I need everybody to like me so much. And he tells the story of being at Best Buy and the guy asking, do you have a Best Buy rewards card? And he said, no, but I sure would like to. And she just yelled, Jesus fucking Christ, and walked out of the building. John Mulaney's very funny.
He is.
I'm glad he's back doing stuff after his not great time.
I guess we're over here now.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like you to enter my zip code. There are not hot singles in my area, but I would prefer if there were, and if that single was you.
This is not a hot single.
No, look at her. She's hot as hell. I'd hit it. I wouldn't actually. I'd hit it with a sword, and that counts.
I'm trying.
I mean, you've succeeded quite a few times. I'd swipe. I can see what you were trying to do. It didn't quite work, though. I don't know if you noticed.
Is there any tell for when she's doing like the single fire versus the multi-fire?
In her second phase, it's always the double. Always.
No, I mean like that's the multi-fire.
Oh. Be far enough away from her that you can dodge under them, which she
Cool.
does. She teleports at least pretty far away from you when she does it.
But I want to be close to her so I can hit her.
I also think her animation might be... Yeah, her animation's different.
How so?
She swings it when she's throwing the single fire, and she just sort of holds it up in the air when she's throwing the multi-fireball. I'm not gonna fault you for not fully noticing that, because A, you're in the middle of a boss fight, and B, the unfortunate side effect of the game being very like well painted. Wow, well painted like this is that some of the designs can be a little hard to parse, in my opinion. I think that's one of the game's weaknesses. It's one of the unfortunate parts of it looking as artistically nice as it does. Well, What do you mean, what, Fangs? Are you commenting on the hot singles in your area? You can't say she's not in my area. She's right there. In fact, a lot of the problem is that she is significantly in my area. Well, in Matt's area in this case, I suppose, more accurately. Do 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 do. Very good timing on the heal there. Bam! Got her.
And it just kind of falls over.
Well, now we get a cutscene.
The coven is lost. The place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand brought to ruin. I risked everything to protect her. Frecia, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn only for your safety. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering of what was once my mother. The day you became the priestess of the fount, Frecia. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continued my research in the hope it may have eased your burden. But it was all for naught. That folly has become my own burden. I'll carry it to protect this place, at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall.
Sorry, I've read ahead.
I devoted my time to refining this magic.
Moraine didn't stop.
Now is the time to put it to use. Dark Witch Elaine fires ranged arcane projectiles. Projectiles will home in slightly on the enemies in front of you. Elaine was raised in a coven of witches and was hailed as a gifted sorceress at an early age. Meeting the priestess eased her anxieties and loneliness. The witch's bubble can move, attack, and dodge while in water. Cool. Black magic wielded by Dark Witch Elaine that allows one to submerge, attack, and evade in any direction in blighted waters. Cool.
Yay! Yeah, you can swim. That's all now.
Though she may fade, the ward protecting the coven shall ever remain. May you rest in peace.
Alrighty, well, we murdered a lady. It's cool. She's fine.
We do that often.
Yeah.
Especially on this stream.
You know what? A surprising amount is spent murdering ladies. I don't know how I feel about that now that it's been pointed out.
Up we go. Or down we go.
Because now we can go down, motherfuckers! You might want to go sit on the bench before you enter another area.
Why? There's gonna be a bench.
You have no prayers left.
It says you.
You were in a room with a bench. Ah, there you go. You got prayers there.
I have full prayers. They get restored after a boss fight.
Oh, they do. I must have forgotten that.
You've tricked me. You made me waste one of those flowers.
but you got some stagnant blight. Excuse me, balls of evil darkness. I must go this way.
Oh, now we can go fast. Whoops. We sure can go fast.
Fast.
It looks like there was
down.
a ledge, though. If we were higher up on here, we could probably reach that ledge.
Probably.
Almost.
Though I think you need another ability.
No, I forgot the double jump.
Oh yes, that's true. You do have a double jump.
There we go. That's what we call Metroidvania. Ruined Witch's Book. Increases aquatic movement speed. A grimoire that archives all manner of witchcraft that has taken on a witch's power. The Rod of the Blighted eats away at it, but its power yet remains.
Hi,
okay, well,
welcome.
You're just an asshole.
Meet the fucking worst enemy in this fucking game. I hate these things so much. Later on, you find ones with like massive health bars and they just fucking hurt so bad.
Mimics are bad enemies. No game should have mimics.
Yeah, mimics suck.
There has never been a game with good mimics, except Voltorb, specifically.
What about the mimic cuties in Kid Icarus? I don't remember enough about them. So do you want to go check out the other area?
I think
we exploring the waters.
I just want to see where the Metroidvania vibe leads me. That's kind of just how I play these.
You know? That's not a bad way to play a Metroidvania. That is what they're supposed to be.
Oh, right. These assholes are terrible.
Yeah, they suck too until you get things strong enough to just fucking fuck them up. The attack ability from the boss of the other area is a really heavy, chunky swing that does a lot of damage. That got me out of a lot of. I had that while I was fighting the witch. I like this game's soundtrack too, though some songs more than others. I don't think this is one of my favorites. Yeah, you want her on that.
Yeah.
She is very useful if you find enemies that you don't want to interact with.
Yeah, she's she's got a fireball.
And it's homing too. Well, and homing to an
70
homing
uses.
To an extent.
It's actually worthwhile.
It does good damage as well. Especially when you upgrade her. What I'm saying is, Elaine is a really, really fucking useful attacker to have.
That was an Olympic dive.
I give it a 10. The fact that that first projectile didn't hit you.
That was calculated.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, whatever you say, I believe you.
Oh,
hi, sir.
This asshole again.
Now he's underwater.
It's actually easier underwater because I can fly effectively.
Sir, I need you to back up. This is a private party.
Is it a private party if we're just letting anyone into our party?
We've had the dining room reserved for weeks.
So far, the majority of our party is just trying to tried to murder us first.
That's true, but then they became our friends. They're all Vegeta. Found some Furious Blight. It's Mad Blight. It's Blight that's been upset.
Man, Vegeta was kind of an asshole in his first appearance, and I feel like the show never really addressed that to the extent it needed to.
It does. It does
Genocide?
very much do that.
Genocide, though? Like, it addresses him just generally being an asshole, but I don't think it addresses the genocide.
No, it does. There's at least one movie where he talks about, like, It's
Movies
made no
aren't canon.
secret that when he dies, he's going to hell. He does not. There's no other option. He goes to hell, regardless of how big a hero he's been since he stopped genociding planets.
Joe, I don't know what hell is. That word was not used in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, sorry. He goes to the home for infinite losers. That is a timed switch, by the way.
Well, then I guess we're coming back to it in a minute. Let's explore upwards.
But yeah, like the Majin, and also the Majin, like some of the stuff that happens during the Buu saga also has Vegeta just sort of being like, you know, I've kind of been the worst fucking person, especially, you know, to my family. Huh. Maybe I should stop doing that. I see you decided that that's not worth it.
I have to hit the switch.
Indeed you do. Let me in!
Did you see that speedrun movement?
God, her weird dive is so funny looking.
I see.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
one's
a
just to
permanent.
get back in. No, you're not locked in there with them. They're locked in there with you.
Why couldn't I jump when I came into the room?
It's a good question. I thought that projectile was going to hit you immediately. Sirs! I will not take your propaganda in this house. Your purple propaganda. Everyone knows purple's the most evil color. Did you know that purple's the most evil color? Everybody should know that.
Excuse me, ma'am. Your boss is with me. She would like you to stop. Here's your performance review.
You get a rating of fireball directly to the face. It's really satisfying to land Sigrid in the air. I don't feel like it does as much damage as it seems like it should.
It really doesn't.
It still feels nice. Like, you'd honestly think swinging a giant ass fucking wrecking ball on a chain would do a lot more damage.
Especially for how low ammo it is.
Yeah. Though that might also just be that you're in a higher difficulty area than some of the areas that expected you to go first. I keep saying expected. I don't think it actually expects you to go anywhere specific first. Because, you know, if that was the case, it would just lock the door. Good job, troubled Hamlet youth.
I assume this still hurts me.
Oh, yeah. In fact, red water never doesn't hurt you.
I'm sure it wants me to shine spark. But it's a good thing I've got the dive.
We'll flop to victory, Swordman.
Hi.
Yeah, those things are pretty gross. Yeah, I'm going to save you time. You can't get through here yet.
I can't wait to get the shine spark.
I don't think there's an equivalent to the shine spark, but there is an equivalent to the speed boost.
That sucks. I like the way that Hollow Knight did it, where it was the shine spark without the speed boost.
Yeah. Crystal Heart's fucking rad. All right, well, we murdered everything in this room.
But my bloodlust has not been sated.
Well, I have great news for you. There are many other things that deserve to die in this world. And who better for this job than you? A small child.
Alright, I couldn't go this way.
Sorry, sir.
No, I'm good, thank you. Don't have time for your bullshit.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not here to buy what you're selling. There's no... Did you not see the no solicitors sign? It is illegal for you to be here.
Okay.
Bench.
Let's see what we got. Guess we can just go this way.
Yeah, you got some exits in these rooms over there. Hello.
I just tried the melee counter.
Turns out maybe throwing you at a Metroidvania game after you've played Dread like 30 times may have some adverse side effects.
Here's the thing, I'm never gonna stop playing Dread 30 times.
Well, yeah. But, you know. I don't know. I thought I'd come up with something else. I didn't, though.
These men die very quickly now.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure leveling up only, like, sort of ups your general strength, but everything else, any other upgrades you get are things you find either in the world, like the amulet fragments. There's one that ups how many prayers you're able to use. There's some that up how many relics you're allowed to equip. And then upgrading the spirits. Yeah, I don't think you can go that... Yeah, you can't go that way yet. But hey, there's a thing.
Cool.
Ma'am.
Whoa.
Oh, that's pain water.
That's angry water.
That's water past its expiration date. This water's gone bad, everybody. You take it back to the supermarket.
I mean, if you leave water out long enough, then things do start to live in it.
You say that as if things aren't living in water all the time anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like, more things.
I mean things you don't want in them. Like mosquitoes. Mosquitoes love stagnant water. It sucks.
Looks like I can't... Well, looks like I can't do anything here.
It's okay. You were just checking if the water still hurts.
No, I had to make sure it wasn't there. I was worried.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes it
could
goes
have
off on
drained.
its own.
You know, the water cycle.
A big poodler, hello, welcome.
Welcome to this.
And what is this?
I think it's a video.
You're the expert.
Game? Is it a video? Is that right? Sometimes I feel like that Gabriel Gundacker vine of the, like, guy who really likes music but doesn't know what it is.
I'm not sure I know that one.
It's just... I don't think I could explain it, but it's very good. You should look it up after the stream. Hello, ma'am. Goodbye, ma'am. You did it. She's dead. Joke's on you, motherfuckers. Ah.
Oh, fuck you.
Just immediately like, oh, cool. I don't want to be here, actually. I'm good. Sir, I'd like to put a formal complaint in with HR about you. Sir, your demeanor is unacceptable in a professional setting. That was a good dodge.
Okay, came all this way for nothing.
I mean, at the beginning of a Metroidvania, you just sort of get those sometimes.
Not in Super Metroid.
Yeah, if you're an insane person. Which, I mean, I know who I'm talking to, so if the shoe fits. Is that how that term goes?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
know. Ah, the angry water. It's still here. Good.
I was talking to good old John Verridon about it today, actually. About
Angry water?
No, about like people's sense for Metroidvanias. Because I've been watching DB Geek play Dread, and there's a point where he accidentally sequence broke into an area he had already been in, and assumed that it was the path he was supposed to go.
Oh yeah, I saw you talking about that.
And the reason that he didn't think anything of it was because the game literally already asked you to do that, kind of. Remember the when you got the wide beam, and it was just like, okay, you just got to this area, now leave.
Yes.
Yeah, so he had gotten to a new area and then found an elevator back to an old one, and then he accidentally sequence broke through something that was like keeping him there, and so he just assumed, well, it already had me go back real quick once, I guess I just got to do it again now.
Interesting.
I'm
Goodbye,
confident
lady.
you won't run into that problem though, because you're too much of a coward to go through superheated rooms.
I
Or
am.
super cold rooms.
I am. We don't call that cowardice. We call that survival. Yeah, you've got those under
and like
control.
the reason that he didn't really think twice about going through a super cold room was because he'd never really played Nintendo games before, and most other games, it's kind of reasonable to expect that the game is just gonna let you take damage to progress.
I mean, there is a point where it kind of does. Well, not to progress. You got to get like an item, but
Which one?
going through that really hot area to get like a missile expansion, if I remember correctly.
Oh, like way at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh no, you got that one early.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was that, but like it is possible to do it.
Yeah,
Was
well,
my
like
main point.
what I'm saying is that, like in Metroid, like you can beat the game without ever taking damage, and the game kind of expects you to learn that, not necessarily to be so good that you pull that off, but it expects you to understand that you are never required to take damage. And I feel
for
like
that one time.
we don't talk about that game.
What? What do you mean that game?
What one time are you talking about?
The end of Super Metroid.
Oh, well, yeah. We don't look, most people don't even realize. 'Cause most people, that's a scripted sequence most people don't even realize.
It's a scripted sequence that can still kill you.
Yeah, well, just do better on the boss fight. Don't get hit in the boss fight.
No.
It's that simple.
No. I refuse. I will get hit as many times as I damn well please. This is America, and that's my right.
But like a lot of AAA games have regenerating health, so they just kind of let you take hits whenever.
This one doesn't.
Well, yeah, because this is a good video game.
Is it? I was under the impression you weren't super digging it.
I mean, I respect what it's going for.
Yeah, it's got rough competition this year. It's lucky Silk Song didn't come out this year either.
Oh yeah, Silksong would have fucking buried this. I think the combat for the game feel of the combat in this isn't great.
It's a little clunky. Especially with like the fact that so many of your attacks are just like, I don't know, you stand there and do this thing. Because Sigrid is not the only one that is that. There are a couple of them.
But so I'm almost kind of at a point where I think regenerating health should go away in video games.
I think certain genres are fine with regenerating health. I think FPSs are well, it depends on the FPS, because like Doom does really well with not having regenerating health. It depends on what kind of shooter you're trying to make, I guess, because Doom with regenerating health would suck.
I really
Doom
like how
2016
Halo used to do it, where you had a regenerating shield and then regular health that didn't regenerate.
That's not a bad way to do it. I do think that works well. I think I agree. So you can actually tell when they're mimics. I didn't realize this until near the end of the game. The pots are noticeably darker if you look at them. Hi, sir. Sir, I'm gonna need you to take your fungi somewhere else.
You didn't get the proper zoning clearances to be here?
He didn't get to see her again. No elaboration. And I'm actually kind of glad there's no elaboration.
The sorcerer learned much on his travels beyond the bounds of Land's End. Despite his return home, he never did make it to the coven where his lover awaited.
So it's basically...
no, they did elaborate on it.
Yeah, they elaborate a little bit, but they don't say much more than that. So now you also have the ability to do the...
That was the wrong button.
Just...
You know, sometimes it'd be like that.
Just the vision of her just like, you come up to the thing and it's like, read, and you're like, no, never.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Reading is for nerds. Oh, fuck, that was good. Whew. So yeah, every single enemy type has a mini boss like that gives you one of their abilities throughout the game. Some are more useful than others, as you saw with percolating Hamlet Youth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get up there. I just need to find the right place to jump.
Maybe. It might also be locked behind an ability. But I don't know. We'd have to see it before I know for sure. Yes, it is locked behind an ability.
But is it, though?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you can find a way to get up there. But her maneuverability isn't all that great right now. Also, I said this before, but holy shit, this girl must have fucking ribs made of titanium.
And my only option is way the fuck back there. So I guess we gotta go way the fuck back there.
And it might not even be an option.
Yeah,
it's about the journey.
Like right here. Because pretty sure we've tried every other door and it hasn't worked. So
I mean, you can fast travel to that bench if you just go to another bench. It's just her diving down into a pit. Geronimo! I'm coming, mama! I don't know why I said mama. It should be...
So why are
Now, you
some
know
rooms
what?
gold?
So gold means you found everything in that room. Blue
I
means you
see.
haven't. It works like Metroid does that too, doesn't it? Or am I thinking of something else?
Metroid has something similar.
Does Hollow Knight do anything like that? I think it does.
Oh, there are several doors back here that I didn't go through.
But yeah, like I said, there was a whole area you could have gone to as well.
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah, I forgot that I was like, oh, let's check under the bridge real quick before we go.
And it turns out under the bridge was an entire area of the video game.
On. Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
That's I'm just we're gonna have to.
That was a recon run.
If we could rewind real quick.
That was a recon run. I guess I could have just let him kill me, and then probably would have ended up here faster.
Actually, yeah.
So there's no corpse run in this game. I've noticed.
There is no corpse run in this game, which is really surprising considering they obviously took a lot of inspiration from Souls, like in terms of aesthetic and everything. Yeah, no corpse run.
Ben just DM'd me the guy who likes music vibe. I know.
Okay, good. So he heard me talking about it.
That's 6 seconds. I guess I gotta watch it.
He only sent you one?
Oh wait, this is a
there's
many of them.
It's a series that he did.
I see. Well, then I guess that's for later.
Excuse me, sir. These fucking birds can eat my ass. You know that enemy type where it's like you're not hard to beat, but suddenly when there's like 5 of you, now you're a fucking problem?
That's every enemy type.
Yeah. But you're always eating pancakes.
Oh, this is the Hamlet.
Yeah, you found it. You can finally bring the carbonated Hamlet youth home.
Alternatively, he stays in the back row.
And never gets used again.
Here. You're home now.
Just fucking throw him on the ground. I don't know if this is your house. Probably not. Congrats.
We saved this. We saved the person.
We finally saved prescription Hamlet youth. What would that be a prescription for? Don't answer that question. I've decided I don't want to go down this route.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite songs in the game.
This sounds like a Keiichi Okabe song.
A little bit, but there's no vocals.
There just was.
Or no, like, words. It's all just humming. I like it because it feels very much like it's supposed to be Lily sort of singing,
well.
Despite the fact that everything sucks. Sir,
That was a bit much.
you're supposed to put your dog on a leash during when at the dog park. I'm gonna have to call and ask the city to put a citation on you. That's what the city does, right?
No, cops do that.
Oh. Do they?
Occasionally.
I thought there was a different thing cops do that I'm not going to bring up on the podcast because it would be too much of a bummer.
This is a podcast now?
Only on Tuesdays, I guess.
No, come on. This is a video game. This is how this works.
Yeah, but you don't pull. I'm pretty sure if he was closer, you would actually be able to hit him with that. You don't push levers with a sword.
Giant Ring slightly increases damage dealt by attacks while made on the ground. That's never.
Yeah,
I'm never on the ground.
most of your time attacking in this game is in the air if you're smart.
It was covered by the UI.
It was. I don't understand what those emotes are supposed to mean. Are we going to the moon? Are we cryptocurrency now?
They fly.
Shit,
now.
are we cryptocurrency now? Damn it. It had to happen eventually.
I mean, the way that they appear in the overlay is how they look to me in the chat.
Yeah,
window.
same. Oh, always has been. Okay, it's that meme.
Ah.
I have some notes for you. One being that one of those should have been a gun and the moon. Yeah, but like you missed the gun, which is one of the more important aspects of that meme.
I can't wait to get the Captain Barbossa's crew spirit.
The what?
All these like pirate guys, Captain Barbossa's crew.
Oh, they're not pirates. They're knights.
They are to me.
Do you know what? And I
It's
can't
'cause
take that away from you.
It's because they're under the curse.
The Blight is basically just like changing some of the homework of Dark Souls and the concept of Hollow.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's literally just that, unapologetically, and like that's fine. Hello, sir. You're a big fella, huh?
I feel like staggering does not do a lot for how rare it is to actually pull it off.
I'm not actually even sure what
It's the yellow
has
bar under
caused
their health.
it. Oh my god, it is? Holy shit! I don't know how I never noticed that. I 100% completed this game and I never noticed that.
Can you review this game?
No. Jordan reviewed this one.
Oh, right. Because it was a thing where it's like Jordan reviewed it, and after the fact you're like, wow, this is a good game. I wonder who reviewed it.
And Jordan...
it's like, oh, Jordan gave it like a 10, I think, right?
No, I don't think he gave it a 10. I want to say he gave it an 8? He sure as hell did not give it a 10. I can say that for fucking... Let's see. Tender Word Report. Yeah, he gave it an 8. Because as much as I like this game made a 10. And I can't see any argument that would change my mind on that.
No game with that one frame teleport can be 10.
Well, not just that. There's just a lot of stuff where, like, some of the shit in this game is jank as shit. Mostly because, obviously, like, indie devs can only do so much polish before a game has to come out or we don't eat. But, like, you know, even so.
While I've got you here, something I've been wondering. Should we, like, be posting the Twitch schedule to the site? Like, once a week, do a here's what's going on Twitch?
It would probably not be the worst idea.
Because I'm kind of, like, thinking about it. Like, if you just visit the site, like, say you have, like, an RSS thing set up for the site, and, like, you don't really pay attention to Twitter, you don't know that this Twitch exists.
That's fair. And probably true.
Well, this is neat. It doesn't have to be a bench every time.
Yeah, it's just, hey, can you sit down here without something trying to murder you? Cool. This is the spot.
Oh, it's a different one. True Believer's note. After the Blighted started to appear in Land's End, many religions quickly began to die out, including the True Way. Seeking hope, many flocked to the White Priestess. It's likely that the Way of the White Parish arose from there and spread amongst the people.
Sure did.
Path leads
Like-
off from here. Well, don't mind if... well, it's... I can't tell if it's telling me that's the critical path, or playtesting revealed that people didn't notice that. Don't... No.
I would say that this
no.
specifically...
No.
All right.
Let's go this way first.
Hey, fellas. You ever think about not wing? Let me show you the magic of not having wings.
Yeah, I've been thinking maybe we should post the schedule to the site, but I've been too nervous to ask.
Something neither of us have ever said about literally anything we've done about this Twitch channel.
Well, it's because we don't ask, we just do things.
Yeah.
But I feel like this would be something we should ask.
Remember when I decided Harvest Moon would become a survival horror game? Me too. Nobody stopped me because I didn't ask anybody.
Yeah.
I just did it. Let that be a lesson to you, children.
I feel like for like regularly posting things on the site, you should probably ask before doing that.
Look, if Donald's allowed to make the best fucking abstracts for all of his news posts possible, we're allowed to make the opposite of that with our schedule.
Okay, well then you get to be the first one to do it then.
Excuse me, sir. I need you to not. Did something
Nope.
hit you?
I don't think so.
Okay, I saw the black. I think that might have just been the blight entering.
The reason I'm not sure about it though is because like the Twitch is just kind of, it's not really NWR, it's just the Matt and Joe show.
Sometimes Xander.
Sometimes Xander.
And once a month, Alex. For now.
For now. Until he decides he doesn't want to hang out with us anymore because all we do is ruin his life.
I give it 2 months. I give it 2 single games of Mario Party.
Yeah, he's not the one that was targeted last month. Did you ever end up watching last month's game?
I did not. Man,
I feel like you should,
I still gotta
so that-
buy Mario Party. Fuck.
I feel like you should watch last month's game so that you're prepared for the kind of shit that's gonna go on.
Nah. Xander is the character in the opening credits whose name is preceded by featuring. He's the one where they put a with before on the poster. Hello, sir. Man, that guy wasn't very nice.
You should watch last month's game so they don't gang up and literally repeat the last game on you.
They can try. I've already decided I ain't going in that to make friends. I'm going in there to lose friends explicitly. The way God intended me to play Mario Party.
Don't you need friends first?
Well, yeah, but like you don't need friends after Mario Party. They've already played Mario Party with you. What more use are they?
That guy definitely looked like he was dead.
Enemies always explode when they die. Always.
Yeah, but what if that one's the exception?
None of them are the exception.
Yeah, but what, like, I don't know that.
If that one was the exception, this would be a bad game.
There have definitely been games that do that.
Oh, probably. And you know how you can't name any of them? Exactly. I rest my case, Your Honor. If you examine the evidence,
Oh
you'll
my God,
see that in fact
there's a lot happening.
there sure is. This hamlet is very violent, and you were not welcome here. Oh God, folks.
Get out of my shed.
Ah, you found a Western merchant. He turned into a bird.
I was kind of expecting this to, you know, be a bird.
No, it's a Western merchant. He comes from the Mahogany Hamlet. Just like the youth. I'm running out of words, even though there's no, like, criteria for the words I've been picking. But I only know so many words. You know? Sometimes you're like, oh man, I'll never run out of words. And then one day you're like, oh God, I've used all the words. This is also a very, very useful spirit.
Launches range attacks at enemies on sight. This merchant from a western land came to Land's End peddling foreign wares. A vibrant salesman who would light up when touting his rare stock.
So literally, you summon him onto the board, and as long as enemies are in his range, he will keep throwing projectiles. You do not need to interact with them after that. But each projectile fire does use up a point of ammo, as you might expect.
Anyway, yeah, the fact that we're just the Matt and Joe show is why I'm kind of like, I don't know if we could just like.
Hey, we made $200 that one time.
That one time.
At one point, $200 was made, and it was us that did it.
Oh no!
Goodbye, Lily. She's dead.
I was coming back here anyway.
You killed her. Yeah, you've already looked at everything that you can on that part.
No, I should probably put on the bird.
Yes, I would recommend that. He's especially useful for bosses because he gives you an ability to continually do passive damage to the boss even when you are not personally hitting it.
Okay, so he just hangs around.
Yeah, he'll fire at enemies the instant you walk into his range.
Not even like in a passing the buck kind of way. I feel like you should probably write schedule posts because you have a way with weird, fucking demented descriptions.
What do you mean?
You know what?
I'm just gonna go sit down for a second. You guys stay here and think about what you did, and I'll be back when you're ready to. I'll be back when you're ready to apologize.
It's like I feel like you can't go from like that Pokemon Snap description to not writing like a thing for the schedule.
I don't even think the Pokemon Snap description is the weirdest one I've ever written.
It's not, but I think it's the one where you started to be like that.
Probably. I think Donkey Kong 64 is actually the real inciting incident on that one.
I don't remember how that one went.
It was a description of us entering a collection-based nirvana where all things are collected at all times.
I still regularly think about, and then combat evolved.
That was also a good one. I'm really, really happy with that one. I like that one a lot.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen written.
Sometimes you just gotta. It's kind of so like I barely remember most of the descriptions I write because it's like what we talked about when I was naming Pikmin. It's like, man, the only way I can do that is
from the void.
It has to disappear the instant it leaves my brain.
It's a spirit possessing you.
Pretty much. You ever seen The Exorcist? It's that, but not.
Have I been here already? Because it didn't let me hit that.
Yes, you have been here already. You pulled that lever in particular.
Weird.
What do you think the texture on Lily's bare feet of that thing is? It seems like it would be really unpleasant. Like,
is she wearing shoes?
No, she's barefoot. I'm pretty sure. Oh, she is wearing shoes. Why did I think she was barefoot? Okay, good job, Lily. It's now less gross that you walk over weird vein eyes. Whatever the fuck they're supposed to be. That first shot going directly up to a character you couldn't even see.
And didn't even hit.
Hey, we don't know if she didn't hit the first one. She definitely did not hit the second
afterwards,
one.
So
it's like, it almost, when you've played a little bit of Souls, it feels like cheating that you are able to cancel out of the healing animation, because you can't do that in Souls. The instant that Estus flask touches your lips, you are drinking it until you're done. This area killed me a lot when I played.
there's a lot happening there.
There is just a shit ton of enemies on this one section of the hamlet. It's weird. And they're just everywhere. Hello, worm man. You're dead now. It's never gonna not look hilarious. Hi guys. All right, everybody, I need you to form an orderly line.
Yeah, if we could all just grab out your Disney Parks app and sign up for the virtual queue. And then we will call you for your boarding pass for you to get into the physical line, which will be approximately a 2-hour wait.
But don't worry, you will all get to see the sword. We just ask for your patience. Jesus Christ. 3 crisscrossing projectiles.
I feel like there's too much shit going on
that area,
for them to hit as hard as they do.
That area throws a lot of enemies at you. So this is the first area I went to. I didn't go to the Coven until after I completed the boss of this area.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking die again.
I might need to, like... I have no proof of this being the case, but I don't remember those stagger bars being there. I wonder if that was a recent addition, or if I'm just fucking blind. Both of these are equally possible.
I would bet on the second one.
Probably not the worst bet you could make. Alright, look, if I wanted to get bullied by a bird, I'd play Devil May Cry 5. Doing okay, buddy? You alright? Alright, okay, good. Ow. Well, that's certainly...
A little girl with a stand is a good idea for a game.
You know what else is a good idea for a game? A little girl with multiple stands. I think the aesthetic of this game is really, really strong. In general.
A bit. Really, you're not gonna put a bench after all that bullshit? Okay,
Fuck
hello,
no.
Mr. Wolf.
There was a bench one area ago, and you'll take it, motherfucker. But also, you can swim now. I couldn't do that when I was here.
And by God, I'm going to swim.
And Matt wept, for there were no more waters to swim.
Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
I'm wondering how long it'll take you to end up like I did, where it was just like, all right, fuck it. No, nothing dies in this area. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go.
Oh my fuck.
It's the crows that are the problem.
I agree. Just 'cause
Now
there's no good way to hit them.
Now you understand why the first time you saw one, I said, these birds can eat my entire ass. Because of this singular area in particular, where they decided that every single, like, you walk in on a fucking town council meeting or some shit. Genuinely can't believe you're still alive. Ugh. There's just so many of them.
Way too many projectiles.
There's just so many. Though, to be fair, I'm surprised the game's not chugging to hell with how many projectiles there are on screen at once.
This is not just a million enemies, it's a million enemies with projectiles.
Hi, sir.
Oh, this dude's obnoxious.
You sure is? Oh my god, that did so much fucking damage. That did an entire prayers where, oh, you know what? He was very polite and moved aside for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
I thought I could out DPS him. I feel like we got an answer to an important question there, though.
Which is?
Can you out DPS him?
And the answer was, fuck no.
At least we're getting a good amount of experience here.
Yeah?
That's
See,
our
even
second
leveled
level
up.
up in this room alone.
Now I'm starting to think that this is actually the place they expected you to go second. And that just never occurred to me because I didn't.
Well, I mean, this was literally the main path walking forward. The other one you had to go under a bridge.
Fair. I keep thinking the merchant is an enemy.
Same.
And like, wow, he's not hitting you at all. That's weird. But do you see why this motherfucker is super useful now?
A little bit.
He's especially useful in bosses.
He's just like fire and forget.
Well, not entirely forget, because he does have limited ammo. But for the most part, yes.
Have a good day,
Sorry to disturb you. I'll take my leave. All right, this motherfucker.
It's Stitches from Warcraft.
I've never played a single Warcraft anything.
I want you to Google Stitches from Warcraft and tell me that that's not him.
I'm gonna Google word for word Stitches from Warcraft. Yeah? Yeah, I'd say that's comparable.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for round 2? Now with dogs? I don't think it's as bad in this area. I mean, in a certain way, you sort of out DPS'd him.
Well, that
In
wasn't
that- in that he
wasn't an
didn't.
intentional out DPS attempt. That was, oh god, I've dodged directly into him, and now I can't get out.
Now I have to live with my mistakes. Tell my children that I'm sorry.
Cool, another level up. That bodes really well. I see that there's a proper path up, but now I want to do this.
There you go. You did it, buddy. I hope you're proud of yourself. You
I
should
am.
be.
It feels better that way.
I don't know if better is the word you're looking for. Yay!
Hooray.
Now you might be able to put on a second relic depending on what that relic is.
Adherent's letter. It is at the White Parish grounds in the catacombs where the Guardian candidates endure many years of training. They toil to fortify their bodies and minds to be deemed worthy of protecting the White Priestess. Selected from the devotees of the church, it is said that only the 10 finest candidates will earn that honor.
Everybody else fucking dies, probably. I don't know. I don't have a...
Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a thing. Hey, how you doing?
You having a good day? How about that weather, huh?
Jared, the Elder Warrior. Oh, he had an extremely predictable attack that I ran right into.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir.
Oh. Shockwave.
With a surprising amount of range. I think if we beat this boss and mess around with his shit for a little bit, that might be a good place to call it.
Coward.
I mean, we've been going for 2.5 hours. By the time you've beaten this boss, I'm going to assume we'll have been going for 3. Take that as a challenge.
This guy looks like he has less bullshit.
He does. I definitely did not have as much trouble with him as I did with Elaine.
There are some frame drops here and there, though.
Yeah, which is weird that they happen like
Whoops.
in times like this and not when the game decides to put 30 projectiles on screen.
Whoops. Maybe if I had summoned my boy earlier, it wouldn't have got into this precarious position. Oh, now that's got a shockwave too.
Well, that attack is... Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't have made him angrier. See, look what you did.
That was supposed
Your
to
controllers...
be a dodge.
Wow, he hit you so hard, your controller's at low battery.
I do feel like this is already going better than the other one, though.
Oh, very much so. It's because he doesn't have as many projectiles, it's a lot easier to...
And seems to have way less health.
I do genuinely think they assume you're going to fight this boss first. Hello, sir. That's a giant club you have.
Like, you know that feeling where you're watching a terrible, awful movie, and like you just look at the time remaining in the movie, and you're like, no, there's no way there's that much left. I do not feel that with this boss's health bar, so it's an improvement.
Hey, you still beat Elaine. So, that says something about somebody. Probably Elaine. But... I think there are certain bosses who are a lot more hit and miss. I think this is one of the better ones. Even though he's a lot easier, but like he's an early game boss. There's a boss later on in the game that's like a fist man. He like fist fights and stuff. That motherfucker I was stuck on for days.
That sounds rad though.
It's a
he
good
gets
boss.
behind.
Yeah. Now he has range, motherfucker.
Joke's on me.
Well.
That was incredibly rude. I think we need to have a talk, sir.
Mr. Garrett, if that is your real name. Gerard, it could be either. There's no spoken dialogue in this game.
Oh my god. Sir, your hurtbox is not supposed to last that long. I just wanna point that out there.
Why not? That's what they told him when they were trying to keep him down.
Oh my god.
That was overall a good use of the poison cloud, though.
Oh, I just whiffed that one.
I like this game's soundtrack a lot, but the third phase song for this boss fight feels really out of place.
Okay,
You'll hear it again.
I probably shouldn't waste the merchant on phase 1 because phase 1's really easy.
I would recommend putting the merchant on the same setup with Secret or Elaine. But I mean, you making good use of the poison cloud, so honestly, I would recommend not bringing the Hamlet youth.
I didn't.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's right. Come back into the poison cloud, asshole. Yeah, that's right. Stand in it. Do it. Do it, nerd.
Wait, you can do that on phase 2? What the fuck?
Yep.
But he never did.
Sir, I know you're upset, but this is a Wendy's. There's not much we can do about the ice cream machine being broken. Look. This is no way to act in public. Yeah, there you go. I didn't make much use of the poison cloud ability. I probably should have. It seems relatively useful.
That was bad. That was also bad. Well, 3 times.
I think when it's his last time, he stays in the air a little bit longer. I think. Can't remember how well Ina did at this game, which, yes, Ina also played this game. After I did, to be fair. So this time it wasn't me playing a game because Ina played it. Actually, I don't think I've had any of those. Ina's a bit of a normie. Oh, that was new. I don't think I'd actually ever seen that fucking... that charge. No. Yeah! Oh, fuck.
Easy.
That got tense at the end.
Easy. First try.
Yep, that's what the word first means.
I hear the muffled voices of the villagers inside my shack. They fear
Outside.
what I've
Inside
become.
makes him sound like a serial
Bond
killer.
might return from the fortress battle. I chose to become an immortal knight to protect them all. There are days I wish I could be purified, but the priestess of the fount must not be made to carry that burden any longer. After some time, I hear voices again. But this time, they belong to the white priestess and a child. The priestess, once but a child herself, now cuts a radiant figure.
All right.
I no longer know the pleasures of joy, but despite this, my cheeks widen and grin. When madness takes me, will this little one be made to carry the burden? I don't know how long my consciousness will hold out. As long as I am myself, I will be a shield to protect them from harm. The pain I endure is nothing compared to their suffering. Jared, the Elder Warrior, a giant of a man, once dubbed the finest knight in the kingdom. He was a symbol of glory and a hero to his village. His altruism made his demise a lonely one. Giant's hammer, it's the butt slam.
Yep, it's a ground pound. It's for the weird eye floors.
He protected the village to the very end. A brave warrior indeed. You were in his memory. Did you two visit him often? Oh, the effects on that are weak.
Well, that's because you're not high up in the air. The higher up you are,
I see.
the bigger hit it's going to cause.
Hamlet scrawl, an image scrawled using pagadite. It appears to be a doodle of the white priestess of the fount playing with the children of the hamlet under a radiant sun. It just looks like a normal sun to me. I don't know what makes it radiant.
It's just, I mean, I guess when you haven't seen the sun in like 50 years, it's radiant when you see it.
Warning, the catacombs are off limits. Blighted, captured, and Land's End are being held in the catacombs. To reduce the risk of further spread of the blight, the catacombs are off limits. Also note that harboring individuals carrying the blight is a crime. Report any and all sightings of the blighted to the Royal Guard immediately.
And congratulations, you've officially gone as far as it'll let you go on this path.
Okay.
Which is a weird choice, in my opinion. But okay.
A little bit. I guess
so
eventually we got a wall jump.
So Garrod also gives you a big, chunky, heavy swing that you can put on your thing, and it is infinite as well.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. Priestess's wish, a fleeting wish left by a white priestess at the moment of her death. Prayer restoration plus.
So you basically found a fucking corpse.
There's a lot of those around.
Yeah, but this one's like distinct. So let's give it another 10 minutes. Let's call it at that.
Okay.
I'm a tired boy. And I think 3 hours is enough for the taste, which is the initial goal of this. I think part of if we do this more often. I think part of it will be like, do you want to continue next time, or do you want to move on to another game?
I feel like we could do this whole game.
Huh?
I feel like we could do this whole game.
Well, yeah, that's generally the idea of like, do you want to just continue playing this game and get through it, or you're not really feeling it, or like, does it feel more like something you play in your own time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You get what I mean. Do 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 do.
Oh, can't go any further, I guess.
Can you not? Was there not a gap in the? Oh yeah, there's a gate.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think this one more than a lot of others is a little too aggressive with its. No, you need the ability to get through here. Go away.
A little bit.
Because it doesn't feel like they.
There also wasn't really like a memorable thing there to be like, oh, I know I'm going to remember this because I know what it's gonna eventually do. Request: Fearless warrior needed to slay large monsters in the forest. Monsters have settled in the forest near the hamlet, wounding many of the king's soldiers. Rewards will be given for any of the fiends killed. Stand with us to protect our great nation. Knight of the Bastion, Heimel. Guess I'm gonna fight him eventually.
Probably. Yeah, see, it makes a bigger shockwave the higher up in the air you are when you hit it.
You see.
Hello, sir. Allow me to introduce you to death. Well, at least until I sit down, which apparently has the ability to bring all enemies back to life. Every chair I sit in is a burden to the world.
Well, no, it's just like you sit down and rest for a while, and then after that while passes, then more things are around. That's always been the logic as I understood it.
In Dark Souls, it's more everything is immortal.
Yeah, but I think like thematically the idea is like you sit and rest, and that gives everything time to like return.
To regenerate, yeah. I just like to think that she has a magic curse. Oh, hello, sir.
Hey, dude.
I think I used this spirit a lot. I think I like his ability a lot.
Whoops.
But I guess we'll never see it. Wow.
I guess so.
That looked a little janky.
He was in the lower path, right? We might as well go get him.
Yep.
Before we forget about him. Which we will.
Oh, inevitably. I've already forgotten about him. I forgot he existed until you walked into that room, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I used that one a lot.
My dude.
Well,
Why are you so hard to dodge past?
excuse me, sir. It's very rude that you are throwing arrows at me. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it, throwing arrows.
No.
Yeah, now it's throwing arrows. That's what it is. Wow, that has range.
It also has a fuck ton of wind-up.
Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. Yay! For a second, I couldn't tell if he killed you or you killed him.
Wait, someone else had that voice line. Or that dialogue line.
A lot of them are going to have that dialogue line.
The knight who followed in the footsteps of the hero Jared, suffering the blight upon becoming immortal, took its toll. He was beheaded for attacking his fellow knights.
So he's a counter.
What does that mean?
as in he's a counter.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
I found it very useful for a good chunk of the game. Especially against bosses.
Yeah, I can see how that'd be the case.
I don't think it's as satisfying as the melee counter in Metroid, but you know, not everything can be the melee counter in Metroid.
So, shame it doesn't live up to the greatest game of the year.
I think you mean the greatest game that anybody bought of the year.
No, I don't.
It's okay. I know you're they can't see it, but you're winking to me right now, saying that while smiling. They can't see it, but you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, don't worry. He's saying, yeah, you're right. Neo, the world ends with you.
Do.
Say, yeah, I'm right, or nod and wink.
Say that either of those.
Okay. Ah, we're back in the hell world.
Yeah, now we've got to get to the other side.
Second verse, same as the first. Hi, everybody. It's been a while.
Now we're even farther away from arrest, so it's more obnoxious.
Whee! Yay! I don't remember how to get in there.
Presumably through there.
Maybe? So there are actually some of those floors that you can only break if you come in from high enough, and some of them you might not be able to get high enough yet. Like this one specifically, you cannot get high enough.
Unfortunate.
Or you might be able to, but I don't remember.
Just climb up the building.
I feel like it requires one of the later abilities. Hello, sir. Yeah, because you need to be able to get up on the roof. And I don't think you can... Yeah, you need an ability for that. So, what do you think about Ender Lily's Quietus of the Nights?
It's pretty alright.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good description.
I specifically have a big thing against the combat being so clunky, because the game feel of the combat is kind of a big deal to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig it. I think the style of it, like a little girl with a stand being like the player character, is pretty neat.
I also like, her hair is turning black. And it gets worse as you level up.
I see.
It's really neat. Because you're absorbing blight. That's the experience.
Oh, good. So that's going to end well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I don't think this is up there in like my top 5, but I think this is in my top 10 this year at least. Maybe. Something might push it out at last minute.
I mean, it does look very nice, of course.
It is a very, very pretty game.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack is also very good. I really like this song in particular. And the credits song is also fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty alright game. Not the best, not the worst. Enjoyable. Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time with this, the first one. Yeah, I don't actually know what next week's will be.
Oh, we could go back to this one.
That's true, we could.
We'll never play Mario Sunshine.
I have one or two.
I also are. Should we do the Game Awards on Thursday?
I don't know. Because
we usually stream on Thursday.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, well, people do say that the streams where we're not having fun are the best.
They sure do. I have a couple options for what could be a game next week, but yeah, maybe we'll just come back to this. Who knows? Mm-hmm. It's an adventure to find out. Also, it probably won't be on Thursday because of the Game Awards.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't try to compete with the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be looking for that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, I think.
That is assuredly not going to happen.
I wouldn't say it's assuredly not gonna happen.
They're just going to announce Cranky Kong for Age of Calamity.
That's true. That would actually be pretty
Fuck,
good.
actually, I
love
would
that.
buy that. I would buy that DLC. Holy shit. Doug
Mhm.
Bowser, are you listening? Okay. Well, that's next week. And who gives a shit about next week? We still got shit this week.
We do.
Yeah. What do we got?
We talked about this, Joe.
Did we?
Yeah, I gotta set up the music.
I've never talked about things. I don't like most of the things you say to me go in one ear and out the other. Who are you again?
I've noticed.
So tomorrow we'll be playing Mario Party for the second annual Mario Party Monthly, where I will be there, assuming I can buy the game tomorrow. I mean,
it's not very hard to buy the game.
Yeah, it is when you look at my bank account.
Do we need the game share?
No, I'll be there tomorrow to ruin everything and throw a wrench into every single plan. And then on Sunday, for real this time, hopefully, we're going to be continuing Metroid Dread. Might be starting earlier than the assigned time there, but that is going to depend on some factors.
Yeah, I'm moving on Sunday.
Yeah, which is a pretty big factor if you really think about it.
You don't have to think about it that hard.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's all we got.
All right. Well, everyone, make sure you come by tomorrow, because that's going to be a hell of a goddamn stream. But in the meantime, I hope you all had a good time tonight. It's pretty cool game. It's even if the combat's a little,
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Sunday, and we'll see you next week for more of this. Did we come up with a name for this?
No. I've been thinking like Joe's indie grab bag, but that sucks. So no, we haven't.
That's too many syllables.
Yeah.
So it's too many syllables, but not enough syllables to be a funny joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone, have a wonderful night.
Bye.